Hiya, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking all about ideal client personas and how you can build them inside of your small business to see success in your social media efforts. If you have been struggling with ideal client personas, this is the video for you. Let's hop over to the computer and walk you through it. Ideal client personas, what even are they? They've gone by so many different names over the years. It's kind of a laundry list, if I'm being honest with you. There's avatars, buyer personas, target audience, core audience. There's just so many different ways to describe it, but it always means the exact same thing. It is a detailed profile of somebody that you are looking to bring into your business. It helps you tailor your marketing efforts and really understand how to best get in front of that person and let them know that the product or service that you have to offer is going to transform their life in some way, shape, or form. So just kind of think of it as a plan to understanding who it is that you're trying to reach and know how to get in front of them. So side note, this is where I like to put my little caveat of it is very important to have these things in place before you start building out your content strategy. Otherwise, we don't know who we're speaking to and what they need to hear. So this is a really pivotal part of building the foundation of your social media strategy. If you have any questions about how to build a social media strategy, we have a how to build a social media strategy in under 20-minute video on our page, and you should go check that out. Now, the first step in building out your target audience personas is to actually create a product and service list. This will help you to understand, one, all the products and services that you have to offer inside of your business, and two, what the top 3 products or service that you're going to be focusing on marketing towards this quarter, this half of the year, or even this year in total, right? By narrowing it down, you're going to be able to build so many more focused personas that are actually interested in a specific product or service. As small business owners, you know that not every persona is interested in every product or service that you have to offer inside of your business. So by having different personas for different services, you're going to really be able to understand how to target different people that want different products or services inside of your business. There are 4 steps in building ideal client personas, and we are going to walk through those together, and then I'm going to walk you through some examples for my business so that you can see some real life examples of people's ideal client personas. So the first step is identifying your ideal client. You can go through your current clients or your past clients and think about the demographics and the psychographics that are really helpful to you as a business owner or that you need inside of them. So sometimes it might be something more like demographics, like an income level to be able to work with you. And other times it might be a psychographic in that they need to be open to the process that you have put in front of them. Understanding these things about your ideal clients that have worked in the past can be so helpful when you're moving forward in creating your ideal client persona. We want to make sure that we're only taking the best things of people. So you want to think about qualities and traits that your ideal client should have, right? And so we want to be able to be pulling just the good stuff. And again, like I said, you want to go through your current and past clients to be able to find the attributes that you like and that work well within your business. Now, really quick, I just want to stop here and just talk about the different attributes because I think sometimes this can be really confusing for people, but there's 2 different sides of things. There's the demographics, which are usually set data analytics. So think age, location, income, occupation. These don't really range. They're usually a specific thing. Now, if you're thinking, Lindsay, my target audience or my ideal client personas have age ranges, they should not. What a 25-year-old and what a 30-year-old is going through are completely different parts of their lives. And even though they're very close in age and similar, they're going to have different wants and needs outside of their products and services. So demographics, think very data analytics, firm numbers and firm attributes. And then with psychographics, we have more of a description of their life. So think motivations, think desires, frustrations, and what their overall mindset looks like. This can be a great thing for understanding one, what kind of buyer type your ideal client persona is. Are they an impulse buyer? Do they need to be nurtured? Do they need to have a one-on-one call with you first, like a discovery call or a consultation? What does that look like for them? Because it will help you understand how to structure your business and services and be able to market it to them that it's something that they will need. So just wanted to show the little bit of a difference because I think sometimes it all kind of gets bled together, but it's really important that we're looking at both of these and not just including one or the other. It should be a 50-50 mix, a healthy mix in here. Step number 2, we're now going to conduct some market research. So it's time to dig in. Let's take a look at our current audience and our competitors for some data. So you can use surveys, you can use social media insights, you can do any sort of interview or information that is out there. And the goal is really to understand more about your ideal client's behaviors and what it is that they are seeking out or how they want to be marketed to. So again, just a little tip, you can also use softwares like ChatGPT to be able to help you with market research, but there are platforms like Statistica, Answer the Public, all of these kinds of platforms that can really help you to be able to understand what your ideal client is searching and the demographics that surround your ideal client to help you build out those personas. Step number 3, we are going to craft the detailed personas. So we have our attributes from step 1, we have our data analysis from step 2, and now we're going to take both of those things and we are going to come into whichever software you prefer and craft your detailed personas. So it gets a lot of fun here because it gets to feel creative. You feel like you're connecting with someone. You feel like you're almost building your dream client. It can be a lot of fun. So each persona should feel like a real person. You should feel like you're connecting with them and that you are understanding them on a deeper level. You should have everything that you can think of inside of there. Name, age, job, title, challenges they're facing, goals they want to achieve, platforms that they're frequenting and using, right? Make sure that they're as detailed as possible so that you can connect with them and understand them on the deepest level possible. And again, make sure that we're using the psychographics to understand how your ideal client makes decisions. I know personally, I am an impulse buyer if it comes to anything under $100. If there is something that is a little bit more of a high ticket offer, like in the thousands, I'm going to need to be nurtured just a little bit. I want to see what the success rate and results are from it. And I just want to know what I'm getting out of the product or service that I'm paying for. So just so you know, those ideal client decisions are not always just one fits all. It can usually be multifaceted in different decision levels. So you want to be thinking about that as well. So just as an example for you guys, I've pulled our our ideal client persona form from inside of our Notion template. If you're interested in purchasing this, you can head over to our website and grab our social media strategy template. It is $49 and it comes with over 25 resource videos that can help you be able to build your social media strategy in-house. So just wanted to show you guys some examples here. You can add a photo, you can add basic information, you can add a little biography, you can have AI write that. You can outline their work life, their specific information, their pain points, and their goals. The one thing that is not shown on here is at the bottom, I do have a section to showcase a day in a life of this person so that you can understand them, again, on a deeper level, what makes them tick, what kind of discipline and motivation they have. Are they somebody who has a morning routine? Are they somebody who just rolls out of bed and wings it? What does that look like? Because it's so important to understand that. Now, the final step. We are going to go out and test these personas. Your personas are created. You now have an understanding of who your ideal client is, and more importantly, which service or product that they are geared towards inside of your business. So we're going to take these personas, we're going to be making content towards them, and then in 30 days of consistent content, we're going to be checking in, seeing if we're hitting and talking to our ideal client. So again, going into those social media analytics, taking a look at our demographics and seeing if we're reaching the audiences that we want to be reaching. And then again, hitting that at the 60 and the 90 mark as well. I would not recommend tweaking anything until the 90 mark. If you're at the 90-day mark and you have seen no results with consistency every single week, then I would recommend tweaking the personas then. But give it at least 60 to 90 days of consistent content going out with value to your ideal client that is speaking to their pain points or their issues in life. And this will help you so much in the testing and refining process. But anything under 60 days just isn't enough data analysis to find out if the platform had enough time to push your content out to your direct audiences that you wanted to see. So we, of course, want to be tracking and measuring our social media efforts over those 30, 60, and 90 days and just checking in with that. And then the more you're checking in with it, the more accurate and effective it will become. So once you have tracked and you want to go in and refine, then you want to, again, create content for 90 days towards that ideal client and just be checking in with it again. So quarterly, you should be checking in with your ideal client personas, seeing if they're helping you achieve your goals, if your content is even reaching those people, and if not, figuring out how you can best get it in front of them, or is it a different ideal client persona that we should be talking about? So just as a tip here, you can create a section for your ideal client persona in your monthly, quarterly, and yearly goal tracking sessions. So if you're tracking things like reach, impressions, growth, followers, website clicks, newsletter signups, all these things, and you have a monthly, quarterly, and yearly time that you are sitting down to look at all these things, I highly recommend always checking in with the whole strategy, of course, but making sure that your ideal client personas are being geared towards and talked directly to. So let's walk through some examples. These are some specific examples for us inside of our agency and are geared towards our products and services. So the first one is Template Tina. As you heard me say earlier, we have a digital product that is a social media strategy Notion template and can be very resourceful for small business owners who are just starting out but need guidance in how to be effective in social media. So Template Tina is 28 years old. She lives in Austin, Texas, and she is a freelance graphic designer. She's single. She has no kids. She makes $4,500 a year, and she has a BA in graphic design. Her motivation, she's a DIYer. She prefers to buy templates and courses and expand her freelance business to attract more clients. She is a do-it-herself kind of gal, pull herself up by the bootstraps, right? We love that, and the template is perfect for that. Her frustrations are that she struggles with creating a cohesive social media strategy. She lacks the time to learn in-depth social media tactics, and lo and behold, that's what our template is here for. So her sources of info are Google, YouTube, and design blogs. So we are on YouTube, we are on Google, and our blog posts are SEO optimized to show up on Google. So we would come across her inside of Google searches. Her interests are social media trends, online marketing, design, and then her self-care on the weekends. She likes to go do yoga and just be able to get away a little bit, little staycation, if you will. The tech that she's using, she is a MacBook Pro and iPhone gal. Her goals are to gain a clear and actionable social media strategy, learn how to manage her social media effectively through templates and courses, which our template would solve that pain point and help her achieve her goal inside of her business. So Template Tina would be a great connection for our digital product, and she would be able to see great results with using it. Now, let's move on to Audit Adam. Adam is 35. He lives in Denver, Colorado, and he runs a coffee shop. He's married and has 2 toddlers, and they make $60,000 just in the coffee shop. He has a BA in business administration. His motivations are analytical. He prefers detailed reports and actionable insights. His frustration is that he's uncertain if current social media efforts are effective, and he lacks the insight into what is and isn't working to be able to tweak it and pivot and move forward efficiently. His sources of info are Google, website industry websites, local business associations. So again, we would have that crossover in him finding us. Local community events, sustainable business practices, and social media marketing are his interests, and you can catch him doing self-care with morning jogs and his family picnics. He is more of a Windows laptop and Android phone kind of guy. And his goals are to receive a comprehensive audit of his current social media efforts, understand his areas of improvement, and receive actionable recommendations, which Our social media audit program does exactly that. You sign up, you let us know which platform you're looking to have audited. We go in and look at bio optimization as well as full profile optimization and audit. We give tips on content strategy and also as well as some tips on organic engagement as well. And then in the end, we make it this great little action item list for you to be able to go off and implement all of the things that we have talked about in that recorded video that we send off to you. So this would be a perfect service for Adam to be able to understand what he is not effectively doing well, pivot and move forward effectively to be able to reach his ideal client and really, really speak to them and help them solve their pain points, which is to find a great coffee shop in Denver, Colorado. So this was our walkthrough on ideal client personas. I hope this helped you be able to build them inside of your business and understand what it really takes to be able to have an ideal client persona for a specific service inside of your business. If you have any questions on how to build this or would love to see a specific example, leave it in the comment section below. I would love to help you through this, and who knows, maybe your comment will be a video topic one day. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.